Soulful eating. What is soulful eating? What a great topic. I love this topic. So, why is it called soulful eating? I called it soulful eating because I noticed how my relationship with food was very mechanical. It was very much like a top dog, underdog kind of dynamic where I tried to control food and I wasn't able to receive any nourishment from it because I wasn't able to really eat from a soulful place. It was just very much like the masculine yang energy of we need to have these many calories a day or like this like these macronutrients and this macronutrient balance or just green stuff, no meat, no dairy, no gluten. So it was just always having rules around food. And what I came to realize is it's not about the food. It was really much my process of needing to have rules because I needed to have a way that was sustainable for me to stay sane, right? So like food can be an outlet where we control things because it's much more difficult to just kind of go with the flow when we don't know what our flow is. So really it was a process of understanding what is my flow, what is important to me actually, and what is my relationship with food trying to tell me about my relationship with myself and my relationship with others. And I realized there was so much in there. There was so much depth that I was trying to cover up with food because it made sense, because nobody really taught me how to understand myself. And that became the process of really soulful eating and eating in a way that makes me feel good. And when I eat in a way that makes me feel good, it's about taking in the energy and consuming stuff that make me feel good. So it expands from a place of just being food to a place of being energetic food in every possible way, whether that's relationships or whether that's environment or whether that's what kind of places I want to go to, what kind of information I want to be studying or researching. And so it was just really an exploration about who am I and how can I live a more soulful life? And why am I trying to control food in a way to make me feel like I am living in a soulful life? And that became the exploration. So, what we do here in soulful eating sessions is we look at the psychology of eating. So, we look at everything that has to do with the person's psyche and context at that point in time because that gives us so much information about what they might need, what they might need and what is important to them, what their values are, and how these values can be expressed through food as well. How we can find ways of cooking that really make us feel good instead of being stressed about, oh, this can't have this, or this can't have that, or this needs this. So it's just really about tapping into our own flow. And we also look at the mind body nutrition. So, mind body nutrition is where we look at everything that has to do with ingestion, assimilation, digestion, elimination. So, it's the whole process of what are we consuming and how are we consuming it? What is the environment and what is my emotional stance at that point when I'm consuming this food? And looking at these two different realms is so powerful because it doesn't make it about the food. Food can just be a tool. We can tweak stuff to see really what is it that makes one feel good, eating to the point of energy, eating to the point of joy, being able to eat out with others without feeling stressed or without feeling anxious or not needing to wake up and the first thing that comes up is what am I going to eat today? What can I allow myself to eat today? So it's really moving beyond that and moving into our own intuition. And this varies from intuitive eating because intuitive eating could be just another diet. It could be just listen to yourself. But the whole exploration here is not knowing who we are. And we need to put rules because it makes us feel like, okay, maybe this is who I am. And then it gives me a safe space to know that this is who I am. But it makes us not really flexible and not really listen to ourselves. So in this exploration, it's where we dive into what it means to be intuitive beings. So what does it mean to have intuition? And how is this related to food? And how is this related to what I want to eat that's not coming from a place of fear or from a place of, I'm going to restrict tomorrow and I need to eat everything today. So it's looking at all of these dynamics and really seeing where we're at with food and how we're trying to express ourselves through our eating behaviors and through our eating habits and all of these complexities and these eating challenges that one might struggle with. So it's really an exploration into finding what our own intuition is and how that can be expressed with food to really step into a soulful eating experience. And that is going to be varying. And it's a lot about transitions, like a lot of us go through these transitions where the old self isn't fitting here. And then that's when the anxiety arises because everything is changing. So I really want to support with transitions, with the nourishment cycles, with the way that we feel that we need to eat at this point. And that's okay. So it's really about tapping into our own intuition and really understanding what does it mean to live from this intuition?